So it's the fourth quarter, 4 minutes, 22 seconds left. Cowboys at their 20-yard line, down 21-20. Can Dak Prescott make the drive? Can he lead his team to victory versus the Eagles? All he has to do is get in field goal range. Second down, Prescott, back to pass. He looks, he pump fakes, he throws, and he is picked off! James Bradbury at the 10, 15, 5, touchdown! Eagles! James Bradbury! Eagles up 27-20! And that's game! Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and hope everybody's having a great football Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. It is finally here. It is finally here. Eagles, Cowboys. We have been talking about this all season. We have been talking and contemplating how big of a game this is going to be. And it's finally here. And you know what? The Eagles can clinch the division. They can clinch home field throughout the playoffs. And we can send Dallas into a tailspin. Now, before we get into it, if you like the content, if you like this channel, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, most throttled, Eagles content creator in all the internet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Only way to beat the algorithms. And if you've been subscribed for a while, all I gotta say is thank you for your support. I love yous. I love yous. Now, before I get into this game, before we start talking about the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles and all that stuff, I have a Cowboys content creator out there who tried to pull a fast one on Philly 500. He's trying to pull a fast one to, I don't know, save face or because he thinks it's safe. You know, all week long I said, the last time the Eagles played the Cowboys, I bet Mark Holmes what we bet, but it was like pulling teeth to get him to want to do something. He didn't want any part of it. He made it clear, I really don't like doing it. It's not fun for me anymore. So I said, I'm going to leave him alone. I am going to leave him alone. I am not going to go at him because he doesn't want that. And if he wants to bet, if he wants some smoke, then you know what? He can come at me, right? It's been quiet. There's been crickets until I just got this voicemail. I just got this voice message. Listen to this.
Hey, it's Mark, man. I've been waiting for the hatchet job from you all week, man. What the hell's going on? Don't tell me you're scared. Don't tell me you guys are scared.
Of what? Of what? That's the message. That's the message. What are we scared of? Can you believe this guy? See, I know what he did. He was scared all week, and he wanted to wait until Jalen Hurts was out. Once he knew Jalen Hurts was out, now he's got big balls, Mark. He's probably sacrificed, 20,000 chickens by now? Something like that, and he thinks that he's made his quota. So he waits till the day before the game to call me up and then try to act like I'm scared. I ain't scared. Philly 500 don't shake. When Pizzle and 500 went at it 2 weeks ago, who put their channel on the line? Philly 500. Who went all out? Philly 500. There's nobody scared. He didn't want to bet. He was talking about how he hates betting. He don't want to do it. It was like pulling teeth the last time. I'm not going to chase somebody to bet me. I will call him back, though. I will. And you guys out there, you tell him. You Cowboy fans, if you talk to him before me, you tell him. You want that smoke? You got to bring it. You make the offer. You bring it because 500. He did his role last time, and I'm not gonna chase him. You want to bet? Then let's bet. All right. But I know what he did. He waited till he found out if Hurts was playing or not, and then he tried to do this last second thing. You can't fool Philly 500. I already know. I know what you're up to, Mark. Now, as far as this game goes, okay, this game is huge. It's huge for the Eagles. I think more so than Dallas because, well, it's huge for Dallas too. But the Eagles get instant gratification if they win this game. They get a division title and they get home field throughout the playoffs. Now, in one aspect, it's actually less pressure on the Eagles because the Dallas Cowboys won last week, okay? And pressure is the wrong word. I shouldn't use that word. I don't mean that the Eagles have more pressure on them. I mean that they have more to gain by winning this game than Dallas. Because Dallas has already clinched a playoff spot, and even if Dallas was to beat the Eagles, they would still need the Eagles to lose 2 more games, okay? So the Eagles, they're in a great situation. If you don't win this game, then you know what? You got to either beat New Orleans or the Giants, and everything is clinched. If you clinch this game and you win it in Dallas, you win it on their field, you win it with your backup quarterback. And I think, I don't know, honestly, I need a drink. I don't know Dallas. I don't know if they recover from a loss here. Pinky up when you drink. And I mean that because if they lose this game, the Eagles have home field and the division. That's going to be 2 losses in a row in December. It's Cowboys choke season again. Can they recover? That's going to be the question. If Dallas would have beat Jacksonville last week, this game would have an entirely different feel. It would be different. I would probably even be a little bit nervous, okay? Because you would have the Dallas Cowboys and the Eagles. Eagles don't have Jalen Hurts. If the Eagles were to lose to Dallas, and let's say Dallas had beaten Jacksonville, then the Eagles would only be 1 game up on Dallas going into the game against New Orleans. And Dallas would have the tiebreaker, meaning the Eagles would, if they lose one of the remaining 2 games and Dallas wins out, Dallas would win the division. So Dallas really screwed themselves by not winning this game, okay? Because that would have been, let's say the Eagles lose to Dallas and Dallas is only 1 game behind, and you have now Jalen Hurts who might not play. Now it's getting to be a little bit of a shaky situation. I would think they would probably have to play him against the Saints, but Dallas didn't do that. They lost, and really, if the Eagles lose this game, it's going to be like, oh crap, we lost, that sucks. But we just got to win one of the next 2 games, and everything is back on track. So, the game may not have a lot of steam or what it did, but it still has enough. It still has enough because it's Dallas. We hate Dallas. They hate us. And you know what? The Eagles need that home field. If we get the home field advantage tomorrow night, then we can rest the guys versus New Orleans and the Giants. Although I wouldn't rest them too much against the Saints. We need their pick. Remember, we have their first round pick, okay? So it's going to be interesting, but I'm excited about this game nonetheless. Dallas did lose to Jaguars, so it gives us a little breathing room. And in some ways, probably does take pressure off of this team. Meanwhile, Dallas, I don't know. I don't know how they feel. I don't know how the players, how the team feels after that Jacksonville Jaguars loss. I guess with the Cowboys, you have your playoff locked up. You're in the playoffs. The question is can the Eagles lose 3 and you win 3? I don't think that can happen. So the other question is can you maintain that 5th seed? You want to be able to play the NFC South in the first round of playoffs. That almost guarantees a win and going to play the Eagles for a 3rd time. In this game specifically, though, I really like the matchups for the Eagles. I think Dallas matches up not so good against the Eagles. I think the Eagles really match up well with them. And when you look at the Eagles' offense versus the Dallas Cowboys' defense, okay, I think what you're going to see is everybody is going to be assuming that the Eagles are going to come out, run the ball, run miles. First off, you can run on the Cowboys. They give up 7 yards a carry versus Jaguars last week. They're giving up I want to say 4.8 yards, maybe even more, against running backs this year. They haven't been very good against the run. The Eagles are very good at running the ball. So everybody's expecting the Eagles to run. I am too. I expect Miles to have at least 20 carries tomorrow versus the Cowboys. Here's what I would do, though. Offensively, when I come out in this game, of course, I believe everybody's going to be worried about the run. I line Gardner Minshew up under center, and I go play action. Those first 15 scripted plays that the Eagles and the teams run, I be throwing the ball. I'm coming out throwing. That's what I'm saying. I'm coming out throwing. I'm coming out play action because I think you'll catch the Cowboys sleeping. I really do. I think they're expecting us to go at them with the running game and establish it early. I come out throwing. Now, after those first 15 plays are over, I do revert into a heavy ground game. I do run the ball more. But I think you come out throwing, you can get a jump early on the Cowboys. Do you know that their cornerbacks, they give up quarterback ratings against their corners are like 95. It's pretty high, so you can throw in those corners. And the Eagles just so happen to have maybe the best tandem at wide receiver, one of the best tandems at wide receiver. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith, by the way, only needs 99 yards to break 1,000. That's 2,000-yard wide receivers. And, oh yeah, again, we get Dallas Goedert back this week. So I think the Eagles can move the ball on them, even with Gardner Minshew. I really do. I think if you came out and, let's say, you started throwing early, played off the play action, I think you could get Dallas, catch him early, maybe get a jump on him, go up 7-0, and then you revert back into that run game. But the Eagles offense will be able to move the ball against the Dallas Cowboys defense. I definitely think that's the case, okay? So run, pass, I think we'll be fine. And remember, Gardner Minshew, this is like his moment. If he can win this game and look good, he can really set himself up to maybe find a team where he'll get another chance to start. So the stakes are big for Gardner Minshew personally, and it's going to be interesting. At the end of the day, I want Miles having around 20 touches. Run him a lot. But I think early, I expect Dallas to think the Eagles are going to come out running the ball. So maybe we can go play action, throw the ball, first 15 scripted plays, and we'll see. But I like the Eagles' advantage offensively versus the Cowboys' defense. Then when you look at the Eagles' defense versus the Cowboys' offense, the matchup the Cowboys want, the matchup the Cowboys need is going to be their running game has to be effective against the Eagles' run defense. If there's one weak spot on the Eagles throughout the course of the year, it has been against the run. Although, over the course of the last 3-4 games, I think they've been much better against the run. Now, they gave up some big yards last week, but that was Justin Fields. Justin Fields were making plays. We don't have to worry about that with the Dallas Cowboys. Pollard, great running back, Pro Bowler. Zeke, he's still effective. He's fat, but he's still effective. And the question is will the Cowboys come out and run more than they throw? Because that's what I think they need to do. Pinky up. Can they do that? That's going to be the question. Now, Dak has been up and down this year. Let's just face it. He's been up and down this year. Pause. And I don't really know what we're going to get with him. You really don't. He threw a big interception that led to a loss in Jacksonville last week. Now, you can say it wasn't his fault, all that kind of stuff. Whatever. All I know is he's throwing a lot of interceptions. He takes sacks. You're able to pressure him. And my question with the Cowboys is McCarthy. Will they stick with the run? That's what they have to do. So I think the Eagles defense versus the Cowboys offense is simple. Stop the run, pressure Dak Prescott. I mean, that's pretty basic. But if you do those things, it's lights out for Dallas. I am not worried about their passing game. CeeDee Lamb, you can put him up against Bradbury. You could put him up against Slay. I love that matchup for the Eagles. I think it's going to work. The only thing passing-wise, you got to worry about is the slant route. They're going to run a lot of slants with CeeDee Lamb, I think, because those have been effective against especially Slay. T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. They're going to wheel him out. In his wheelchair tomorrow. He is going to play versus the Eagles. We'll see what he does. I know what he can do speed-wise. I don't know where he's at his age. He hasn't played all year. How many snaps can he really get? So it's going to be interesting. But I think if you're the Dallas Cowboys, you got to be able to run the ball. And to do that, you're going to have the discipline to stick with it. So if the Eagles are up 10-0, 13-0, will Dallas stick with the run? Because once they start throwing, it's over. It's checkmate, okay? And this is the problem I see with a lot of these teams that play the Eagles. So look at the Titans. Look at the Giants. If you don't have the greatest passing offense, or you don't have a really good passing offense, it's going to be hard. I don't consider Dallas to have necessarily a really bad passing offense, but I don't think it's that great. I think it's one-dimensional passing game. So I think the Eagles can stop that and shut it down. The question is going to be, will Dallas be able to run the ball on the Eagles? And if they can't, it's over. The way I kind of see this game going, I kind of see I kind of see Dallas comes out. They're going to be really pumped up. They're going to be amped up. They're going to go down. They're going to score early. And I think the Eagles work their way back in it. Minshew gets going. I think the second quarter comes. The momentum changes in the game. Dallas will be up early like 7-0, 7-3. Then the Eagles will start to pour it on. At the end of the day, I think the Eagles win this game. I think the Eagles are going to go into Dallas, and I think they're going to win this game 28-20. That will be the final score, final nail in the coffin, and that will give the Eagles the number 1 seed and the bye week. Well, number 1 seed and the bye week is the same thing, but they'll give them the division and the bye week, and bing, bang, bang, boom, we're set to go. We're good to go. I will be streaming this game Christmas Eve. I will be live for it, so make sure you come and hang out with me. And of course, after the win, the victory cigar, I don't know if I'm going to do it live or video yet. I haven't decided. It is Christmas Eve after all, but I think that the Eagles match up well with Dallas. And Dallas is really their only shot is to run the ball, keep the Eagles' offense off the field. Even though you don't have Hurts and you're losing some dynamic play, I still think the Eagles offensively are good enough to move the ball and score points versus the Cowboys. Time will tell. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat, and remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it.
7 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Ball on the 47, 3rd and 4. CD in motion. Dak is back. Little pressure. Interception.
Oh, my God. Oh, can I get a big pick 6? That's good. What the fuck?
Wow, we lost.
Oh, my God.
So we're not going to the playoffs? Was that what that means?
Yeah,
we just didn't clinch this week. Yeah.
Oh, we just didn't clinch this week. Oh, okay.
God dang it, Callamore!
Hey, bro.
Callamore!
Hey.
Dak?
Can I get a big pick 6?
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown?
Noah Brown. He's not good enough. I did think he was going to get a catch there.
But he did score 2 touchdowns.
He's just not good enough, bro.
Like, I got to see that play again.
Which I don't understand
Pick
why.
6.
Which I don't understand why.
He dropped the fucking ball.
He dropped the ball.
Bro.
Noah Brown dropped it.
He dropped the ball.
Which why I don't understand.